Well, hello everybody. This is Josh Nelson, Internet Marketing Consultant. Really appreciate you guys joining me on the call today for our live webinar. Today we're going to be talking about Internet marketing specifically for you plumbing contractors, and some of the things that you can do in order to improve your online presence, take advantage of the changes that are happening in the Internet marketing world, and ultimately grow your business, because that's really what it's all about. And I know you're busy, so I want to try and get through this as quickly as possible and make the information as valuable and kind of relevant as possible. So I want to give you a high-level overview of where we're going. First of all, we're going to talk about why search engine and internet marketing is important for plumbers, and really what are the trends that are happening place in the marketing place that are making it such a relevant issue. Then I'm going to try and demystify search engine marketing for you a little bit. I know you hear a lot of information about internet marketing and pay-per-click advertising and search engine optimization and meta tags and social media, and there's so many self-proclaimed experts out there, it can get really confusing. So I'm gonna really try and break it down for you as succinctly as possible, give you a high-level overview of what's happening on the internet and some specific things you can do once you understand the basics of search engine marketing. We're going to look at map listings. I mean, we know there's been a lot of changes in the maps, and those maps are extremely important for local businesses like you, the plumber. So understanding, how those maps work and what you need to do in order to get placed in there. We're going to look at the sponsored listings, the pay-per-click advertising, how that works, where it plays in, and of course, organic listings, the free listings down along the bottom that you can obtain placement in. And then I'm going to address the number one question that I get from not only plumbers but from local businesses all over the United States, and that question is, well, how the heck do I get on that map? I mean, I see that map when I type in my city, plumbing, and I'm not showing up, and I'd like to know how. So I'll kind of talk you through that a little bit. Then we'll talk about search engine optimization and what you can do to in order to show up in the free area of the search engines. One thing I'm going to give you as a free gift for being on today's call is my list of the top 25 most commonly searched keywords in the plumbing industry. If you talk to any SEO experts, they all say really, no matter what you do search engine optimization wise, it all comes down to keyword research. Because if you optimize for a word that nobody's searching for and you get top placement for that word, it's not going to do you an ounce of good. So I've actually done a lot of research, because I work with a number of plumbers throughout the United States, and developed a core list of the 25 most commonly searched keywords. I'm actually going to share that with you today. And then I'm going to talk about a specific social media strategy for plumbing. I know most plumbers say, social media, I hear about it, I don't really know how it applies to my business. At the end of the day, it's a huge opportunity, and I'm going to be talking about that today as well. So let's start with, why is search engine and internet marketing important for plumbing? And it really comes down to two very important things. First, used to be the number one place where people used to go when they needed to find the plumbing contractor was the Yellow Pages. They go to the Yellow Book, they search by plumber/city, and if you had a nice big ad, you got a large percentage of the business. For some of you, it's a good thing. For some of you, it's a bad thing. But Yellow Pages has died. People do not reference the Yellow Pages nearly as often as they did. I mean, nowadays, you'll see people use a Yellow Page more for propping up a bar stool than they will for actually finding information. So then the second important component is, if they're not going to the Yellow Pages, where is it that they're actually going? And the answer to that is they're going to the internet. They're going to Google, they're going to Yahoo, they're going to Bing, they're typing in plumber, your city, plumbing services, your city, and they're looking on the map or on the search engine in order to find your services. And we've got some statistics around that. There was a survey done of 2,000 consumers, and it found that more than 80%, 86% of those surveyed use the internet to find local businesses. So yeah, this isn't me saying I think it's more people looking on the internet than ever before. No, it's a fact. 86% or more of consumers use the internet to find local business. And another one found that 74% say that they actually find what they're looking for when they search on the internet. So it's a huge trend. Yellow Pages is dead. People are going to the search engines, but how many people are actually searching on a monthly basis? Well, again, I do a lot of work with internet marketing specifically for plumbers, So I've done some keyword research, and I've also done some search research. I have access to the APIs at Google and Yahoo and Bing, and I'm able to look at historical trends and see how many people are actually searching for the plumbing-related words on a monthly basis. And there's a staggering amount. There's over 10 million searches every single month just in the United States for plumbing services. I find on average, in the average typical city, we're talking about Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Atlanta, Tampa, New York, Long Island, San Diego, some of these types of, standard larger cities. There's over 100,000 searches every single month in most of your major markets for plumbing services. So if you have a strategy in place to make sure that you're showing up in the search engines in the right areas for the right keywords, it can result in a lot of business for your plumbing company. So going on and really starting to demystify what's happening on the search engines, I pulled up a search engine result page here, and you can see I typed in Miami Plumber, and you'll see that there's three main components of what's going on the page. There's what I have highlighted here, the sponsored area, and that's the area that you can pay. You can say, all right, plumber, plumbing contractor, I want to buy my way into those search results. And that's called pay-per-click advertising or sponsored listing advertising, and that's that area that I've highlighted there. Now then the other two components are the map, which is along the top, and clearly that's the map with the A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and below that is the organic section. And there's been a lot of changes with the way Google is serving these results, in that now for plumbing and other local businesses, Google's actually putting the map above the standard organic listings. So having a map listing strategy that you're implementing to get yourself on that map is becoming more important than ever. And then, of course, the organic section, which is below that, which is really good for the words, obviously, that describe your plumbing services, but also for some of the words that are maybe more specific where the map doesn't come up. And I'll share some examples of those. But so what's the breakdown? How many people are going and clicking on that paid area versus, versus clicking on the organic section? Our statistics tell us about 28% of people will actually click on the sponsored area, and more than 72% will click on the map or to the organic section. So there's a lot more opportunity in the organic area, plus you don't have to pay every time somebody clicks on you like you do in the sponsored listings. I still say you want to have a strategy that includes pay-per-click advertising, includes map optimization, includes search engine optimization. But if you're going to spend time, you're going to spend energy, you're going to invest your effort, why not spend it on an area that's going to give you the best return on your investment, which is where most people are clicking, which is the organic and the map listing area. So that brings me to the most common question that I get from plumbing contractors every day, and that's, what do I need to do in order to get my company on that map in that area? And so I'll talk about that a little bit, because there's a lot of different things that you need to do. But the number one most important thing that you need to do, that you probably haven't, because 90% of businesses haven't, is you need to claim your map listing on Google. You need to go to google.com/places, and I've got the URL right there. Write it down, and follow the steps and claim your map listing. Just by doing that, it's going to significantly increase your probability of showing up page one for your services in your area. Now again, that's only step one of multiple different things that you need to do, but if you haven't done that, you need to get on it right away. I might recommend hiring a professional to help you do that, to make sure it's done correctly, to make sure that it's optimized for the right keywords, but one way or another, you need to claim that map listing. In addition to that, you want to build it out. So, if you look at a map listing right now, if we typed in Miami Plumber and we clicked on the first one, you'll see that you get to what's called a Places page. And that's a page within Google's search engine where, you can have your company name, your address, your phone number, pictures of your company, a description of what you do. There's a lot of additional information that you can fill in once you claim your map listing. And so what you want to do when I say build out your map listing is you want to upload photos. Upload photos of yourself. Upload photos of your business. Upload your logo. Upload photos of your van, of your trucks, of your people. and really build that out. You can have up to 10 photos. I highly recommend building out those pages. You also want to have videos. You can upload up to 5 videos. I recommend, if you don't have a video made professionally, which is neither here nor there, create a video. I mean, take out the iPhone, have a friend of yours that has a decent camera, or hire a professional company to come in and create a video of you expressing what's unique about your business, kind of what you do, why you do it, and why they should come do business with you as opposed to all the other plumbers that are available to them. People really resonate with video, and if you'll invest the time and the energy to create some video content, put that on your places page as well as other places, it's going to improve your conversion. And then, building out that map listing, you want to have the right keywords, and I'm going to share with you some of the most common keywords, which is important, and the right categories. So, I mean, when you're filling out your map listing, it's going to ask, are you a plumber, plumbing contractor, an emergency service? There's a myriad of different categories that you can pick, but you want to make sure that you select the most relevant categories to what you do. The other thing that has a pretty significant impact on your map placement is the way that your website is tagged. And I'm going to talk about this a little bit later when I get to search engine optimization. But making sure that you've updated your website from an SEO perspective and updated your title tag so that it's relative to your city and your service is going to significantly help the probability of showing up page 1 on the map listings. From there, it's really important that you get reviews. If you search your city plumber right now in your area, you're going to see the guys that are at the top typically have claimed their map listing, and they typically have a number of reviews. And I'm not talking about you sitting down and filling out 15 reviews, because Google's algorithms and systems are smart enough to realize when you're fabricating reviews. What you need is legitimate reviews from real customers that are from different IP addresses, from real Google profiles, saying that they did business with you one way or the other, and they either liked it or they didn't. I think you can have up to 5 stars, but the point is, it's not whether or not everyone gave you a 5-star or not. The point is, do you have a number of reviews from a number of different users? Because Google wants relevant listings, and the way that you make your listing relevant is by getting these types of reviews. And then one of the things that's extremely important that is a little less obvious and a little less simplistic to implement is that you need to get citations all over the web that have a consistent name, address, and phone number. So we refer to that in the SEO world as your NAP, your name, address, and phone number. So your company name, if you're Joe's Plumbing, then your map listing needs to reflect Joe's Plumbing. And your phone number, you don't want to use a tracking phone number. You want to use your real authentic phone number, and your address needs to be consistently listed that way, not just on your map listing, but literally all over the internet. Because Google's going to spider the web and wants to see number of places where your company's listed in order to say, okay, well, this guy's listed 17 times, 20 times, 100 times on the internet with this name, address, phone number. They're a pretty legitimate business. Plus, they've built out their map listing. Plus, they've got legitimate reviews. Plus, their website kind of reflects the keywords that they're seeing, that they're claiming themselves for on the map listing. So you can see how all these things kind of work together in order to help you not only get into the map listing, but on page 1 of the map listing. So beyond that, you want to go out and claim your map listing on the Yahoo and the Bing map sites. And you want to build out your directory listings on sites like Yelp, Angie's List, Judy's Book. There are a number of others that I recommend, but those are the main ones where if you have a consistent profile on all of those different places, you're going to start to look a lot more legitimate and significantly improve your probability of showing up in the map area. So that's the map listings piece. Now let's talk about the organic section, which is what happens below the map. And this is what we typically refer to as search engine optimization. And again, there's a ton of information, meta tags and metadata, and what do I need to do. And I'm just going to kind of share with you the most important things that you can do from an SEO perspective in order to improve placement on the organic section. And the one thing that I'm going to suggest that you do is create more pages, which is going to result in more